the overtime scenario here on Mirage on the second map, and now going into the third map, I certainly think that Faze, it's well within their grasp. It's an even match for both of these teams on Inferno. 73% win rate in the last 3 months for G2, 67% for Faze. They're about even opponents, quality of opponents as well. Not like they're just stomping around in the online qualifiers against tier 2 or tier 3 teams. They're going up against some of the best. So this is definitely a map where both of the teams are tried and proven. And we are going into a knife round right now, guys. We don't usually show the knife round, but we're going to show the knife round, and this determines who gets to pick which side.
Show me the knives,
start on.
Let me see the knives, damn it. We're here for the skins.
Oh, Brokey with the
profound sadness. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Terrible situation, but they'll get to determine.
We saw 2 of 10 knives.
Yeah, but I'm fine with that because I had to actually watch a knife round at all, and that's bad enough as it is, Bardolph.
Look, man, next time there's 3 maps, I want to see at least 6 knives. At least.
Okay, well, production, take note. 6 knives necessary, or Bardolph rages, and
I'm gonna flip the blind spot bench.
I'd like to see that.
That'd be colossal damage because all the bottles are underneath, so it's probably not a good idea. So
Absolute disaster.
Make sure I get my knives.
All right, well, let's get into the thick of things here, guys, because this is going to be G2 on the T side and Faze on the CT side. It looks like we have a tech timeout getting called here, but both teams look ready to go. Hunter and Nyx will be carrying the utility. Did we get a raid boss strategy here? Yep, Nico's got a P250 and Kevlar. That does seem to be a go-to favorite for G2, just arming this guy and letting him go to work. Whereas
I think the greatest example of that was Na'Vi and Simple. They would always give him one. He got so many one-taps with the P250. It was great to watch. I felt like he was my beacon. He was my flashlight for all the others to follow. The P250 strap, but we'll see if Nico can emulate the successes here on Inferno. The deciding map between G2 and Faze. It's been a very exciting series thus far, very close. We'll see if this one will be the same. Nico heading up Banana, looking for those one-taps for the P250. If we see a CT on Coffin, then this will be very, very interesting. We see Rain just having a look, but not outstaying his welcome. But that's allowed Nico to go beyond this angle, and maybe this will encourage G2 to head towards this B-bomb site, but Nico will be deleted, as will Jax. So far, so good for FaZe Clan. G2 looking to create some space for themselves with the smoke grenade, and maybe they can get a bomb plant out of this, but Twisted's got another one. He's on for an ace at this point.
Let's get it. Hoping to get lucky through that smoke. Don't run out of bullets. Last 12 bullets you've got. Brokey with the flank. And Twist still gets the kill. He's on it. 4 kills. His teammates need to back off. Just let Twist run at him. Twist, just go run. Twist, go run.
As well.
He's got a Glock.
Oh,
there we go. Pistol ace on the 3rd map.
Shut it down. That justifies a big green knife, if anything.
And he shows it. You see, there's your knife, Bardolph. There's your knife. Go. You got a pistol ace. You got a knife.
Thousands of dollars.
And the thing is, that's real teamwork there from FaZe, Brokey sets it up for him to get the quad, and then the teammates back off and let him just go for it on that 5th one.
Layup.
True teamwork being displayed here by FaZe, and G2 have got to be fairly annoyed with that, because you have to realize at that point that, yes, you just got gamed on if you're G2. Ooh, I like that. That is a nice smoke to block off mid-deep as well.
Oh, I like the memories on his Deagle. Mouse Sports Nico. The cobblestone days where 4 players would be standing while Nico tries to clutch.
Nico came.
Tries to kill everyone. Those were entertaining times.
The immortal Speedy photo.
Oh, then. An immediate force buy from G2, and Armanek will be leading the charge. Bomb in tow, and the bomb's now been isolated, but Nexus found himself 2 kills. So at least they've cut off the rotation, but can they retrieve this bomb? It is in the Bermuda Triangle right now, completely off the radar. But only Twist and Cold Zero remain, so that triangle's been broken. Cold Zero really trying to get this kill, running out of bullets, but flashbang from out of nowhere will slow things down, but Cold Zero will still die. Twist now 35 HP. Just requires 1 shot from a Desert Eagle, and down he goes. Again, it can often be favorable for the T's to win the 2nd round rather than the 1st. Puts the loss bonus in the bin. They can pull away, really set FaZe on the back foot.
This is about the worst case scenario now for FaZe, yeah. What do you think of these new chickens, man? These new chickens are weirding me out. It keeps throwing me off.
One of them looks like the the chicken you find just walking around in Bermuda, which I kind of like.
Okay.
So I like that, but I haven't been able to play that much CS because it's been a year since I was in LA, and my windows were so not up to date that, well, it's a long story. There's a lot of kills happening at present.
They're not going to let you. They're not going to play map control. They're actually just going to fight.
Yeah, Faze looking to get back in the swing of things immediately with 2 unanswered frags. It's an awkward fight for Hunter, especially taking damage with the UMP. Bomb collected by Nexa, 31 HP. This is a very precarious situation for G2 now.
Is this just going to be more of the same back and forth between both of these teams? Neither team able to get a streak going. It's just going to be trade rounds. Going into Deagles here. You've sure you got an M4 to use. That's fine, Nico. We're happy for you. And they are going to actually make use of the utility. I do like this. Get the full execute going onto this site. Make use of the grenades. As the push already begins, 3 players here on the B side all ready for Faze. Quick rotation coming through from Brokey into construction. And he's got his teammate there as well to help him out.
Carrigan still on the site, but he'll be dealt with. 34 seconds on the clock, and oh, that's so close from Brokey. The bomb has been planted, but this is still a scary situation. Look at the weapons on Faze. G2 are surrounded.
No way. That only did 6 damage to him?
Only one of these players for Faze has Kevlar. There's no kit. So these are to G2's advantage. But again, the damage on Hunter and Nexa. With this one Deagle shot to the chest away from dying. And there goes Nexa. That bomb isn't too far ticked. Nico really has to stay alive here. Got a shadow advantage. There's a trade from Twist, but I'm not sure if they've got it. I don't think they do. Twist better run for his life. I think Brokey is going to be exploderized. He's going to be sleeping with the fishes.
And 0.6 seconds. That is so brutal. But they still managed to do quite a bit of damage. Unfortunately, he can't save that M4. That would have been the true prize, but he still makes it away with a UMP. Opportunity to farm some money here going into the next round. Maybe get that AWP over to Brokey all the faster. And yeah, we saw some quick pot shots taken there with the Deag. That was some true trust in his teammate there, Hunter. Lines of fire, bud. He just walked right into it. Fortunately, his teammate ran out of bullets right as he took that fight. Otherwise, might have wound up with a dead Hunter.
Some light investment from Faze. But again, they'll be starting their CT side on the back foot. I think that much is sure.
Whew. Dude, all right. Barely making it out of there. Kerrigan taking so much damage from the HEs. But okay. Slow and steady does it here for G2. They've got mid control. They're getting Hunter over towards apartments. They can start setting up to take over Banana as well. They have the flashes for it. These chickens. This is going to take some getting used to.
All I want to know is, will they block Rops when he's trying to close the door in second mid?
Good
That's all I
question.
need to know. Or trying to open the door, in fact, which has definitely got him killed in the past. Not one for animals, it seems, Rops.
He's a ruthless killer.
50 seconds on the clock. Still with a good spread Faze, but of course they are very ill-equipped. Don't want to play this too slow. Again, if something goes wrong as you're trying to clear out a site, and something could go wrong here, have a look at this rotation. Faze concentrating the efforts. That A bomb site's going to be full of sugar. Through the smoke they go. 20 seconds now. Why is this so long? Why? This is hurting me. And it may hurt G2 as well. They've got 4 players to deal with and 15 seconds on the clock. They are wrapping the entire bomb site, and it may just turn out okay for them, but 11 seconds when they get that last kill before they plant the bomb. It is very, very nervous stuff. Takes a bold person to make a decision like that. And this time, it goes their way.
And Twist will take the hit. He will take the hit. He had just enough to drop that AWP and buy full Kevlar. And so he is actually not full Kevlar. He skimps on the helmet just to get that smoke. But this is still just going to be the buy now coming in from Faze. Brokey with that AWP. As far as Brokey is concerned, it's going to be the short play, where a lot of ops tend to locate themselves here on Inferno. Very quick upper banana take here from G2, though. Jack's really trying to pour on the pressure. And you can be ultra aggressive over a banana just because you know that the CT side are going to be light on the grenades. They may not be able to inflict as much damage as they usually would if they get that economy up and running. And so that is the name of the game here for FaZe. They absolutely need to win this round and win it decisively. Otherwise, it's going to go south.
Smoke to create some space at the back of the site. Rain delivers too. He'll put a smoke up himself, it seems. Steel used to do this back in the day, but he didn't get deleted that fast. Nico with the 180. And that is a man advantage. 3 on 2. Brokey and Twist to consider their options here. There's a lack of kit amongst these two players, but maybe there's one towards the site looking to be given something by G2. Doesn't look like they're going to peek CT though. And indeed, because they're not giving anything, FaZe will have to fall back.
Save these guns for the next round. But I really like this from G2. Just all-out aggression and taking advantage of the fact that FaZe will be light on grenades, not have the incendiaries to stop the push, not have too many flashes to throw wrenches and things. It is just really just, you know, keep the pressure up, be explosive, and get after FaZe quick. And the name of the game here for G2 is to just try and put as much pressure as possible on FaZe's economy early in this half. 4-1 in favor of G2. But now you can see they're just in a perfect spot phase. And going into the next round as well, if they spend any money this round, they may be light next round, and that can just continue to put them in awkward spots where they can't fully get their defense rolling. Could not have been a better start here for G2.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. After Karrigan was hot in the previous map. Currently 1 for 4. It's still early though in this game of Inferno. Got the AWP for Brokey and the M4 for Twist, so more or less hero AWP situation. There's a lovely boost and down goes Nico. Now let's see if that AWP rotates elsewhere. See Brokey already crossing from short to long. We'll see if he goes further. Try and buy some time for his teammates. Smoking apartments just in case of burst was the idea here for G2. All right then, the drive pick, you can see the off-angle Brokey's got. Normally it'd be a little more to the left, which is what is going to be looked for by Armanek, but the shot is completely missed by Brokey. That's a huge frag in favor of G2. 4 on 4 now, but only with 1 rifle for FaZe, and Karrigan runs straight to his demise. And we'll see if they dispose of this AWP. Can throw it over that wall in the cubby, I think. Okay.
Rain still, you know, lethal with Deagles.
Oh my god! Things are getting interesting now because FaZe have got angles for free, and G2 are just running somewhat suicidally into this B bomb site. Nexa now, 40 seconds, 1 versus 2. Rain just around the corner. It's a long rotation for Cold Zero, but there's probably a rifle or 2 on the way.
What a terrible smoke.
Does Rain go for the 1v1? Waiting for his teammate. Got to be careful about this. They don't have any Kevlar, which means that aim punch could be an issue here as well. Not what it used to be, but it's still a pain. Next we'll wait around the construction area. You can see Rain creeping in first. Jumping up from the headshot position. Touching the bomb. Oh my god, no, not like this. Hold on a second, he can still win the round!
Yes, like this.
He can still win the round! Cold Zero's gonna die! Oh no!
Back from the grave.
That is trigonometry right there. That's quick maths.
Like this. If all the nades to get caught with in your hand, throw in the Molotov as you die. That's the way to do it. So good.
That's a spicy one right there.
What a heartbreaking loss there for FaZe. Not getting anything to go their way. But now this is it. First real round, barring the pistol, where FaZe are fully equipped.
That's
they have
Korean
everything that
barbecue
they
right
need.
there. Indeed, the big guns are out now. Perhaps the game can really begin for FaZe, but they'll need some success. They've lost that AWP, Brokey on the Org instead, and Twist has got the W key enabled, and he'll shut it down. Nico deleted down mid, and Twist is looking for repercussions, but he's blind and almost escapes, but not quite. There's revenge from Armanek.
Gets caught on the edge of the wall there. That is so unfortunate. Just barely getting caught and then blind and then dead. That is just a... He nearly made it out of there, and that would have been a terrific start to the round for FaZe. Instead, we're into a 4-on-4, and this favors G2 now. The risk not necessarily paying off. As you can see, FaZe, when it's the CT side that are tied up 4-4, right, versus the T side, well, the T side, you know, they group up and they go. The CT side has to cover more ground with fewer bodies. And so Faze going for the gamble. They're putting 3 on A, and they're leaving Rain solo on B to anchor that bomb site. He's about to go 1v3.
Incendiary to make sure that short is clear, at least on the low ground. We don't know about elevated positions. Carrigan can see that nobody's towards long. He cleared top mid, but I don't think they're going to get to the B bomb site in time. Rain playing by the fountain. A great burst from Rain, looking for a third one as well. Dancing around, dropping the bomb. Overperformance from Rain, leaving Hunter in a 1 versus 3. 30 seconds on the clock. He could potentially rotate towards the A bomb site or try it. He doesn't know if anybody is on Banana, but he believes that nobody's here, and he is correct. Rotating, as will coldzera. We'll see who gets there first. 16 seconds. He's going to have to maybe even pull the bomb out. We'll see if coldzera looks for the cross, heading even deeper towards the site. Hello. Got to plant that bomb, though. 7 seconds. You've got to plant it now. coldzera charging forward, trying to stop him. Repositioning by double stack. And Cold will deliver the headshot. No backup required.
Where is
for
it?
any utility, any tools?
Getting that AK. He wants the Panther. The Puma. And well, I mean, again, individual plays just making all the difference here for Faze. And this is just, tremendous. Rain with the hold. He goes 1v4 and he gets 3 of them. I mean, that's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to be a 1-for-1 trade. It's supposed to be a 1-for-1 trade, just done and dusted, and the rest of the site falls to G2. But instead, Rain just goes above and beyond.
A lot of people are going to new box there and just praying their teammates rotate in time for that deep flash into the site. But Rain believes in himself.
The issue with that is that it's still nothing consistent here for Faze. I mean, you can't just count on individual plays to carry you through the entire time. You're going to have to find some kind of system that you can repeat in order to get the results. So now, well, I mean, Faze, they've got the 3 on A. G2 currently grouped up. They've got the apartments. Yeah, Pop, that's a nice little flash. That's going to go right off over Pit. And another flash over short. This is going to be brutal. Twist does manage to trade 1-for-1.
Down goes coldzera. That's the bomb site open now. Brokey still top mid. Got Nico lurking, waiting for a rotation, and looks like it will come. Default bomb plant from Armanek. And the CTs are on the way. Man advantage for G2, looking for a 6th round, and Faze may be considering falling back here. Losing too much position towards the A bomb site. They want to throw good money after bad, and indeed they'll have to fall back and hold on to these weapons and hopefully buy around them. Twist and Carrigan may be able to drop for their remaining teammates. They really need to hold on to these 3 weapons. But G2 causing a lot of problems on their T side on Inferno.
Decisive plays really coming through, and organized as well. Lex brought that up on the analyst desk going into this map, that G2 would certainly be prepared. They would have some clever strategies towards that A site. Kerrigan as well. I mean, Faze would be on top of that. But, I mean, every team has got to have a balcony pop kind of strategy like this one, where you line up in the halls, you get a couple of flashes, one goes over the lane, one goes over the pit, and you just try and get out of the balcony as quickly as possible, get out of that funnel and onto the bomb site. And so they did a very good job, G2, of not hesitating when the opportunity was there. And, well, Cold, obviously, that is a frustrating turn of events for him, not able to get a single kill despite him being alive there. And he is kind of lagging behind right now. It's Twist who's just popping off for Faze. Individual performance from him, 12 kills. Rain is the runner-up with 8 for Faze. And so right now, kills seem to be a bit of a problem for Faze. They're not quite coming up with the goods.
Big concentration of G2 players towards top mid. Can see all the smokes up. They've got some space for themselves. The AWP could be in trouble towards long in the hands of Brokey, but he'll deliver the first kill onto Jax. And we can see Armanex making his way for a flank, but surely he hears Rain on Speedway. Knife out and his face on the floor. coldzera will trade the frag though. And that's a B player taken out, and that's the rotation from G2. But Faze seem to already realize this. Who's going to make it there first? There is a smoke in the hands of Nexa for CT, but Carrigan may make his way all the way towards the coffins and stop a bomb plant, hold some map control for his teammates. coldzera showing presence a bit further back, and that may allow Carrigan to catch players by surprise. Apparently not. Nico makes no assumptions, and now G2 have a man advantage and tap through the smoke, almost fatal for Faze. as G2 look for a 7th. Brokey on a long rotation up Banana. See coldzera close to the body of his teammate now. You can see Nico will probably eventually have a look from New Box. coldzera now just wondering what could be. They both have kits, but what is the play here? Looks like he may be trying to save, but he has to cross the CT spawn, so things have become very awkward for him. It'll have to be a late rotation. You can see G2 making their way out, and he'll do the same. That was nasty, but the round will still go the way of G2.
Indeed. And you can tell just how experienced G2 are. coldzera putting those shots through the smoke, hoping to draw attention to himself, hoping that just for an instant he's going to get G2 to let their guard down, to get them to think that that site is open and that they don't need to be as thorough with their jiggle peeks. And no, they just go together, dual swing immediately, and just shut Kerrigan down. And so Kerrigan not even able to get the 1-for-1 that would allow for a potential retake of that bomb site. G2, man, contrary to assumptions here, thinking that they were going to be a little deflated coming out of Mirage, they are looking fantastic so far in this first half. 7-2 in the lead on the T side of Inferno, and it's looking like it's going to keep going. Jax finds Kerrigan.
Yeah, this is proving to be very difficult for Faze, and yes, they could have a late resurgence in this half, as we have seen before, where we had a reasonable score at halftime after dominance. We saw that in the previous match today as well. But for now, it looks very ropey indeed. Oh, this HE could be massive, but Rain goes so wide. How does he get 2 kills out of that? He just keeps making the rounds competitive for his team at least. Really delivering the kills on the B bomb site, but to what end? They still have 2 rounds on the board.
If only they could get all of these guys hitting at the same time on Faze. You know, if it's just, you know, if only they're all there and even, like Heroic, well then. Unfortunately, they're popping off at different times. That's making life difficult, or at least interesting for Faze. Going into the retake now, 3-on-3. Jax stacked up with his teammate. Firing squad.
Hold on a second. Hunter, oh my god, style points. That was a beautiful, exquisite, sublime, very nice indeed. That was juicy. It's full of juice.
That was sick. What a shot. Bit of payback for the Brokey 360 earlier. But the 180 spray transfer, you don't get to see that every day, and especially not a beautiful one like that. Although Rain, man, he is really putting on a show on his B side. You're right to point it out.
He's putting on a show, but the show is going out of business repeatedly. That's the problem. 6-round lead for G2. If you ignore the pistol, it's just that 1 round for Faze, and Nico, the 1-man deletion squad wide, stopping Kerrigan from what he had intended. See some pistols and a scout now for Faze Clan. Let's not forget that very late round we saw in an anti-eco territory from G2 previously. There's a weapon to upgrade. See the pacing, what the pacing is like here for G2. Got some problems towards the end of the apartments as they ask questions of Banana. G2. Faze will not be there to answer. Minute 10, and there is control of Banana. We'll see what the climate is towards top mid soon. Twist towards long as Brokey makes his way towards the B bomb site. 2 CTs per site now.
Just trying to cover as much ground as they possibly can. But this is the eco round after all. Rain is still alive, however, but he is currently over on the A site, nowhere near the B site. And so 40 seconds on the clock, and G2 just not going to come around the corner, not even getting the body shot. Jax with the headshot on Brokey, shuts him down. coldzera going to come whipping through, and unfortunately for him, he only connects 1 bullet with Nexa, and it's not the one he was hoping for. Not a headshot. And well, you know, to be fair, I think, you know, they're going to have plenty of money to buy in the next round. Although I say plenty, it might be a bit close for Twist. It's like, hold on to the Kevlar kit. Dude, Rain is so ridiculous. Sick play, though. That is a nice shot. But, again, hold on to the Kevlar kit for the next round, because now you're not going to have one. You're not going to have a kit, at least. Oh, well.
You have to wonder if G2 are running away with this game. Perhaps it's too early to call, but this is an extremely favorable score for them.
Yeah, the main thing here is I think like that point that I was making, different guys popping off at different times. Twist and Rain now going to work. Rain has made his comeback after a quiet Mirage, but coldzera, you know, the main driving engine behind their success on Mirage and being able to pick up that second map, not really anywhere to be found alongside Kerrigan. Kerrigan also struggling. So hopefully we'll see a couple of these guys start to come online here for Faze. Otherwise, I think we're going to see more of the same here from G2. It's not a total utter not a total utter disaster yet for Faze. 9-6 would still be a fairly decent scoreline. You can get some work done on the T side. But if you start letting G2 get into 10, 11 rounds on the T side, I think you're going to be a little worried if you're Faze.
Very early clearing of Banana. And there's some retake utility for Faze to try and slow down G2. Got 3 CTs on the B bomb site. You can see Rain is in the classic pop flash position on the aerial. This is how you do it. Learn it at home. It's a very powerful grenade. Oh, they're really just looking for it. So there's the initial peek and then a pop flash behind it. No swing with that. And we have a minute on the clock. Brokey making his way towards the A bomb site. Faze have 0 grenades remaining. They've got no counter flashes. Oh, hold on, sorry. Kerrigan has 1 flash and a smoke. Excuse me. And Twist with a multi-frag. Hunter is here, though, and coldzera could be in trouble, but he has delivered pretty consistently in this series as well. Looking for one more that he won't find. It's Hunter yet again, but still. He has given Faze a man advantage as bomb is planted. Smoke towards long, try and buy some time, create some space.
Brilliant.
Potential crossfire, although indeed Kerrigan does have 1 last grenade, and they could find one in their travels. Indeed, Rain's got a flashbang now. Nico could hop onto the bicycle, look over the wall, trying to avoid these wall bangs from the AWP. See Kerrigan making a lot of noise towards long, taking the attention away. Again, the bomb is ticking. Nico just trying to stay alive, doesn't need to fight to the death. He'll go down eventually, and it's Hunter with 3 kills already, who will hear Rain running away. And G2, 10 for 2 versus Faze.
Hunter over here just like, fight me! Coward! I mean, running away? Not even trying to go for the kill? That is a painful one, and that is actually Faze. It looked good on the hold for a moment, and then it just slipped through their fingers. 3v2 retake, and it's just not happening. The Kovac cousins too good. And this was after Twist, once again, with the heroics here. Twist and Cold on this A defense looked so good, but Hunter and Nico, man, they are just not to be trifled with. Those 2 guys left alive in any situation are a real threat. And G2 have reached double digits on this T side, 10-2. And as far as Faze are concerned, I mean, yeah, 4 spy territory. It's looking like they went for the half by at least. Twist with a FAMAS. Just a very weird scenario where you're just kind of hoping to get some rounds on the board here by hook or by crook. You got to do something if you're Faze at this point.
Yeah, this situation is real rough. The FAMAS is never a good sign.
I mean, maybe some more of the mid-aggression. I mean, when you're light on the nades, though, that's going to be so difficult to set up and then get out of as well.
Yeah, not really the tools for the job in round 13. Well, top mid is half taken. But coldzera doesn't seem shy to make an information play. If he does peek towards top mid, I do wonder if Brokey will rotate with the USP, or more interestingly, the flashbang, which he just deployed towards long, so no more flash for him. With Kerrigan and Rain on the B bomb site, I thought it could be interesting. This is weird because Rain's throwing a flash for his teammate, but Rain is also the man of the M4. Kerrigan has Kevlar at least, so would like to see that in a stronger position. That said, Rain has been instrumental on the B bomb site, as far as kills are concerned, at the very least.
Time.
Oh, there's 15
What is
seconds.
going on?
Yeah. coldzera just sitting, waiting. He's got a pretty good hiding spot here. 9 seconds to plant the bomb. This is a miscalculation. This has to be a miscalculation. He's been seen, hasn't he? Oh my God, there isn't time.
His teammate's flash costs him. Hunter gets that, or Jax gets that kill.
You
Or was
speak
it
about the lack
Amanek?
of the coach, Semlar. This is an example.
That is a complete fumble from G2. Just leaving it way too far behind. I mean, credit to Faze, because obviously G2 are still kind of waiting for somebody to peek for info. They're waiting to get a kill. Nobody's speaking. Nobody's speaking. Nobody's speaking. Nobody's speaking. Eventually, if you have to make a decision and make a play and go for the site, right? But G2 left that way too late.
That is a massive, massive fumble by G2. And sure, max rounds for FaZe right now is 5, but it could have been 2.
Indeed. Indeed. So now, I mean, that even puts them in an awkward spot economically. It's just all sorts of disaster there from G2 at the finish line. And so they need to rally. They need to keep it together. Brokey, not going to miss that shot. Beautiful work. Gets the follow-up as well.
Momentum. Oh, there we go. There's the bomb in his hands, looking for number 4. FaZe now with a chance for 5 rounds. Gifted previously, but taken by Brokey this time. Oh my god, that actually hurt my ears. Next 1 versus 4, and things change very, very quickly indeed. Maybe there is promise for the second half.
I mean, 11-4 in the immortal words of Zonic, right? No more dangerous to score. Start letting go. You know, you start getting complacent, start feeling confident, good about things.
Loosen the belt. One too many cakes.
We got this, exactly. We got this in the bag. And then before you know it, your opponents win the pistol round. They get 3 rounds. They win the first buy round. And all of a sudden, you're looking at a tied situation, wondering how it slipped through your fingers. So good time for G2 to call a tactical pause before they fully let this slip out of their fingers, because the money is not good. They'll have just enough for a full buy this round, but if they lose this round, well, I mean, never mind. It's 15th round, 10-4. So, I mean, it's just going to be enough here to get a reasonable buy. But, I mean, it was a close one. As far as FaZe are concerned, though, now Brokey with that AWP, dude, if he gets fired up, things are going to start looking good. It's firepower that they're lacking. Kerrigan needs to step up on an individual level himself with 2 kills.
Did Jax fat finger Galil? Or was this strange exchange of... maybe, I don't know if you bought that Galil or if there was a trade or whatever it was. So, I'll make no assumptions. Last round of the first half, though. Double Galil, triple AK-47. Twist saying hello in the apartments. Jack's already top banana, excuse me, with 1:20 on the clock. So that's pretty good going for G2. And he's got a fair amount of utility as well. Kerrigan elevated on the B bomb site. Cold Zero heading back towards A. FaZe very light on grenades now. Rain has a flash he could deploy, and he will deploy in the pool, but to no avail. There's Kerrigan to trade. And G2 are pretty spread out at the moment, having a look up short, and they'll be punished for doing so. Hominick alone with the bomb in the apartments, and he'll have to fall back. So we've got just the 1 player towards B at present. Cold Zero is rotating over, but again, there's no flashes or grenades of any kind this time for FaZe. But that clock is starting to run down, and Cold is pretty much on the bomb site now. He's got a crossfire with his teammate. There's no need to peek. Flash across CT. There's a molly for New Box. No way to put this one out. Nico must deliver now as Kerrigan is forced from the side, or is he?
No way.
It's not touching him. They'll think nobody's there. Surely this will help secure the bag for FaZe Clan. Nexa now, 1 versus 4, traded by Kerrigan. Molly didn't work. FaZe Clan with maybe 3 rounds more than you might expect. They have a chance as they move towards the T side. Who takes this series? Find out after the break. still believe Semler?
I do.
Faze with 5 rounds on the CT side. Move to the T side now. It's their turn to be the aggressors. The pistol round will be so crucial. And FaZe Clan won the first pistol round, as you can see there. They got reset immediately, and then G2 went on a tear. Kind of made a mistake towards the end, and well, definitely made a mistake towards the end. An unforced error, and allowed FaZe back into the game. Could have really been more of a shutout score, but here we are, and FaZe will be charging into the A bomb site. Retake situation now for G2 already, and that's the bomb. Oh, look how far forward it's dropped. This is really interesting, but Carrigan is on the flank, and Twist will also deliver. Looks bad, but now it looks pretty damn good. That escalated very quickly indeed. FaZe have intentions on this T side.
Twist, what a monster. Is he the hero? Is he the hero that makes all of the difference and just hard carries FaZe through this? Because those kills right there through that pistol round are everything his team desperately needed at that point to save it.
Nico and Nexa have a smoke and a diffuse kit to play with, but such awkward angles on Inferno. Twist saying hello. I don't know if Nexa's going to get close enough to even go for this diffuse. Nico up top now. Oh my god, he almost got that second kill. There might be a chance, actually. He's got to get on his bomb quickly. I think it's too late already. Holding out for the kill, but that won't allow him to defuse, I don't think. He had to get on it straight away, drop the smoke, and hope for the best. Only way to win the round.
Half a second, dude. Half a second difference, and he gets that. How many close calls have we seen with the diffuses? The finest of margins here between these two teams. Fitting for it to be our first series to go 3 maps.
Absolutely.
You know? This is how it's supposed to go.
FaZe have won both pistols now in this game of Inferno. We'll see if they can, this time, win the consecutive round. There is a force buy from G2. Armanek leaves $1,000 in the bank. That's more or less become standard as well. Some meaty HE grenades for Carrigan, but he's still alive, very important. He also is expendable by design with the MAC-10. Only a clearance.
Communication.
Oh, there he goes. That late third HE grenade. Thank you for playing. Insert coin to continue.
Some missed comms. An MP5? What is this? Not often that we get to see this gun in play. A little bit of the pew-pew. But that is not going to cost him in the end, but I mean miscommunication perhaps in terms of who was mollying what. We're going to get that coil smoke going down there from Brokey. Or shall we say coffins now.
And in goes Rain. Nexa forced from his position, but Nico's still here. And Rain will regret that jump, but Twist is here to trade and take position. G2 lost all their spots on the B bomb site now. They will make their way in, but that's going to be a free kill for Brokey, and it's good money after bad, quite honestly, after that.
Yeah, that's
free
really
kills, absolutely free for FaZe.
Yeah, and that's Kevlar weapons that could have been used in the next round to be a bit more expensive. Amanek doesn't care because, I mean, he's hardy going anyway, essentially, this round. Just got the Deeg to lose, but he doesn't have Kevlar or nades or anything else to lose. Can he find an angle here to work with as the man tries to exit the bomb site? Did he do enough?
Is he dead?
I don't think so. Cold
surprised run on him. No,
Cold surprised that. And I don't mean just because he's cold. I mean, he did actually get far enough away. Cold would just be like the Terminator, right? That would be fitting for the Terminator to just walk into the explosion.
I think we might have another close game here.
Do you think?
I feel that way. I mean, FaZe are going to make the score pretty close at 8-10, and I expect more of the same. Maybe not the craziness we saw from Mirage, but or maybe it will be. I don't know.
The first buy round goes to FaZe, and then we're looking at a tied score line, and then
definitely a fitting deciding map. HE's go a little deep, and Rain goes very wide. And Nico's very dead. Pop flash, and Hunter looks for a second one with the CZ. Will do some damage and fall back. Can see Twist looking for a response around the map, and Jax gets absolutely popped, but Armanek is here as well. And he's got himself an AK-47.
What do you think? Is the Deagle headshot the most satisfying in like any game? I think it's got to be up there.
It is most certainly up there. I quite like the up headshots as well. This is just unnecessary. Oh, Hunter with the knife out in the smoke. Could be anywhere. That's just around the corner. He's made the right decision, but he makes the wrong one, backing out into the arms of Coldzera. But where is Nexa? He's coming in from CT spawn. He has no rifle. If he heads towards top mid, he'll find one. You can see Brokey's in the apartment, so Nexa's got the opportunity to get himself an upgrade.
I have to get rid of these weird imposter chickens. All right, we can get a Galil, though, going. Okay, so Nexa now has a little bit of firepower, but he's buying in the next round anyway, so could be just hoping to get in here and hit a shot. No Kevlar. So he goes for the Deeg instead. If he gets into a long fight, he is definitely losing it. But with the Deeg, if he hits a headshot, come on. He's just willing him to peek. Do it.
Oh, he knows the angles. He knows the crossfire.
No way.
Beautiful. Coldzera was looking for that as well, but didn't have the timing. He won't defuse the bomb, but maybe he could do a little more damage here. That won't be the case. It's like, how would I play this?
That one.
It was 2 versus 1. I would be right here.
Dude, that is so nuts. And that has got to be just the heart attack moment as well if you're holding there in pit. It's like, how did this guy sneak up on me? How do I just instantly die? But here we go. All right, this is it. Big buy round coming in here. G2 not quite fully equipped with the nades, but they have the incendiaries. Just a little light on the flashes. Faze fully equipped. 3 towards B early. We should get that. No bottom smoke either. At least initially. It's going to be Molly's. It's going to be HE's. And in the meantime, quickly clearing out apartments is Faze.
Yeah, that's some nice map control. AWP on short is always an interesting sign. Again, you see these aggressive lurks up with the AWP very often. In the face, baby. And he's ready for another shot as well. Twist wouldn't dare try to trade that one. Simply hasn't got the position. We see rifle support here for the AWP as well. They were considering more aggression, but that's a pretty clean pick. Phase of angles on top mid and some presence, but it won't feel completely comfortable just yet.
The thing is, Amanek is going to take a shot, and Hunter's going to be there for the swing. So Twist is here. Twist dies. And Hunter is here for the swing. Had there been a reswing from Cold, instead, Amanek is just wreaking havoc here.
They can't do anything about any of those kills.
No, unfortunately.
Just got to take them. Just got to take it.
It's a painful experience for FaZe. Kerrigan and Rain, what can they do now? They can get onto this site if they can find a kill quickly here on Nexa. And yeah, they do spot him, take him down to half health. But they don't get the kill, and that's pretty much going to snuff this round, isn't it? Hog over the top, and a flawless round for G2. First buy round going for G2, and it's a perfect one. All 5 survive. That is going to be fantastic for their money.
All Nexa had to do there was be present. Behind the pillar, spotted, but the flash comes in from Nico, buys him some time, repositions. The boost from CT, and Bob's your uncle. G2 have their first round in the second half after losing the pistol. We did get those consecutive pistol rounds from FaZe. So 11-8. There's a dramatic problem with FaZe. This is a force buy from them. They've got a Galil and a bunch of Deagles. P250 for Kerrigan. Less than ideal, but definitely possible, especially with the skill set on that team.
I would want to say that, except that some of the hitters are kind of quiet. I mean, I'm still waiting on Cold to really wake up here and start taking over the way we saw him do on Mirage. Maybe you play behind Twist with this Galil, he can take point, and it's looking like it. Straight out through the balcony, out we go. Twist manages to make it to the pit, but they are getting cut down. The rest of his teammates are not going to be here to join the party.
That's a great reposition. Twist looking for something, and he finds a spray. Hits him straight on the button, speaking of which. Same will happen to him. And now Cole's in a 1 versus 4. He'll get the first. He has planted the bomb. He needs headshots. He needs to avoid getting traded as well. Onto the floor he goes. He'll make it more expensive for G2. Only 2 players surviving. Their money's not great, so that's important for FaZe going forward. However, the round will go the way of G2.
Indeed it will. 12 rounds on the board now for G2. 4 away, but we've been here before, and so I'm going to just... I'm going to hold back on making any kind of call here in terms of who's going to take it and who's looking likely to take it, because Mirage, if anything, showed us that there's no predicting between these two teams. It truly is an out-and-out knife fight in a phone booth. It can go either way. And so, Kerrigan, I mean, they are going to go for the Deagles this round. Deagles, couple of smokes and HE. Pretty straightforward stuff here. Just run in here and see if you can find some kills. Smoke over the top to bottom banana. And here's the swing. Good night, Kerrigan. Still only 5 kills on Kerrigan right now as well. That is, it's hard to get around. That is a bit of a painful reality right now for FaZe. Their in-game leader is struggling on an individual level. And I mean, it's kind of what we were talking about earlier with Sprout. You know, where it's like you can have the veteran players, you can have the in-game leaders, but it really does hurt your team if they aren't coming up with at least a few kills. Oh, dude, this isn't good. Hunter, so much money!
Easy pickings for Hunter.
Oh, no, why do you go and die to him again, the MP9? You just keep giving him money. He's got so much money now.
On the CT side, no less. 21 for 12 is Hunter.
Running
Top
by the
fragging
op.
on the server.
You only get $100 for an op kill. You get $600 per MP9 kill. Just go and die to the op, wherever it is on the map. At 13-8. So now, oh, messes up the molly. Amanek, there's going to be a window.
5 AKs for FaZe. Plenty of flames on Banana. I see the bomb walking into the apartment on its own for FaZe. Sure to be joined by someone. Armanek's got the flicks as well. They keep testing him. He keeps delivering.
What a shot. And what a star. What a hero Amanek is. Forced into the op position, and he's just hanging in there.
Wow. Jax just standing in A alone. Pop flash by Armanek, and he delivers. And then there were 3. FaZe are running out of rounds now. This is quickly escalating in favor of G2. They've got to get something out of this. Brokey waiting for the peaks. There's an instant trade from Hunter. And now it's a 4v2, a minute on the clock. Nexa still waiting on Banana with the MP9. And speaking of MP9s, there's one from Hunter. G2 now 2 rounds away from victory. This CT side may be somewhat brief. He says 7 rounds in.
Careful. We've been here before, Barlow. This is not done by any means. We will get the half-eye cutting in here from FaZe. Once again, Deagles, P250. Handful of nades to work with, but mainly prioritizing the round to come. If they can win here, I mean, it really is a case of just having to win here. Letting G2 get this much closer, that much closer to match point is going to be very difficult for FaZe. And so they tried to put early pressure here on Banana. They are getting naded down. Rain holding close with the MP9. Not going to make it, but Brokey's there to trade through the smoke, no less. Brutal.
The Eagles are always dangerous. And again, FaZe need to have some impact here. Look at the money on G2. They've got cash. They have a full buy in the hole. So if the comeback is to be on for FaZe and they don't win this round, then they need to cost G2 some money. We're talking about $6,000 per player. That's what the kills are worth. They've got a minute with which to do it. 2 players per site at present. So they've got a 4 versus 2, an ill-equipped 4v2 with some flashbangs. Half the players with Kevlar. So they've got chances. There's some chance of something for FaZe, but there's not much chance of much.
Fair enough.
I ran out of words there.
It happens. I mean, I think FaZe have run out of ideas. But hopefully they'll be able to find something here. Much like us, you know. Job's not done until it is. G2 hoping to end it here, though. And there's the spot. I mean, like this time around, going to get caught sleeping. Nodding off. Nico, though, not going to. He finds a headshot on Brokey. Amanek, gets his head ripped off. Nico with the trade.
3v2. They don't have any weapons, however. They haven't picked anything up. Kerrigan has to take a gamble there. The only way you win this round is with massive risks. He took the wrong one on this occasion. That leaves Twist to try and do something, but Nico's in the smoke, and it is match point again for G2. And this time, they've got plenty of match points.
Yeah, this time it's you just play the numbers game. You wear him down. You're eventually just going to snuff Faze. Put the pillow over it, hold it down. That's what's going to happen here. And well, you know, it's just tip for trade fags, all that. I mean, it's exciting, but the reality is that there's plenty of money on the side of G2. So these kills that FaZe are picking up are not the most useful. You need wins. You need to win rounds, but you're 7 rounds away from a tied situation and forcing overtime. Still, the beauty of CS is that it's not over until, well, it's over until you hit 16 rounds. So FaZe are still in this. They just need to tune out and go 1 round at a time. Not even look at the scoreboard anymore. Just focus on your crosshair, focus on your game. And so it's grouped up towards B, and it's looking like it may be the B hit here. coldzera going to keep him honest, make a little bit of noise over here towards the apartments. Hunter with the spot, though. Oh, and Hunter's a murderer. He's just too lethal, man.
Yeah, and it gets worse for FaZe Clan. 3 versus 5 now, eating some grenades as well. Light damage there at the very least, but Nico will deliver. There's the bomb spotted, and it's Brokey. All that stands between G2 and victory now, and there it is. 16-8. G2 topple FaZe after a close affair on the first 2 maps. Inferno, not the same as the other ones. They lead by a giant margin, and that will be a sigh of relief to get that one out of the way.
Disaster for FaZe. I feel like it all went according to plan. Train looked prepared for FaZe, looked like they were doing good. 30-rounder there, and they lose at 16-14. Can't get any closer. And then, obviously, Mirage. I mean, so close, and yet it slipped through their fingers so many times. 4G2, that is. It's just, what a match. What a grind. What a marathon.
Highly entertaining. Our first full series was awesome. But indeed, FaZe did run out of steam towards the end there. But again, close losses, almost 2 close losses. Multiple overtimes.
Swiss face says it all.
Yeah.
I'm over here in Germany. This is what I moved here for. I mean, still, progress. They're making progress. And that's what matters. If you're going to be competing on the world stage, you have to be here in Europe. It's where the best are fighting it out right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think they'll feel like they could have won both those maps with how close it was. Definitely things to learn from. But that was extremely